Welcome, one and all, to the Rooster Teeth Fancast, episode 7. I am your host tonight, as always, Chris, joined by the lovely MaryPat.
I swear this summer will be summer camp.
Damn it.
2 weeks in a row, the resident Mexican Marco.
I forgot my the bad thing that I usually say, so I'm just gonna, hi, hello.
And the new guy this week, Jordan.
I don't have a thing. Hi.
Penis.
Not
Hey,
actually a
I'm
guy.
glad we have another girl on the podcast.
Whoa, dude. Genitals do not define gender, Marco. You should know that.
Hey, I got my
Glad we don't
training
have
bra
another
off last
female on
week,
the
so.
podcast.
Good lord. Okay, so welcome, Jordan, officially to the podcast.
Thank you. It's good to be here on Skype with you guys.
So you commented on last week's Reddit post.
I did.
So did you miss the initial call to action? Like
No,
a month and a half ago?
Wait, were you the son of a
when
bitch
Chris
saying you don't
made
care
the
about me?
paper, when Chris made the paper where he was pointing at us from the poster and saying he wants us.
Well, I guess I just did miss that, but I'm on the subreddit quite a bit. Like, I work a job where I don't really have to do anything, so I just go on Reddit all day. And I saw
Sounds
that.
fun.
I think I saw that and just kind of ignored it, and then started
Oh,
seeing the podcast
wow.
pop up.
All right. Thanks for
Yeah,
that.
and then I started listening to the podcast. I was like, I want to be on this.
Jordan, I'm really glad to have you here, but I am so fucking angry right now. The second
Why?
I start recording, my upstairs neighbors start moving furniture. I'm hearing just a constant dragging along their fucking floor because they're moving a table, I assume. Sons of bitches.
Are you sure they're not having sex?
They're having very long, each thrust lasts about 5 seconds, so that's weird.
It's either that or somebody's playing rock band drums. Just
There you go.
constant.
But I'm just so fucking angry. It's just the dragging of a large couch or table along the floor, and I can hear it. I don't know if it's coming up on the audio. God,
Dude, you should
I'm
do what
not-
I do. Like, from my dorm room, I printed out a sign for the podcast that has
What
the
am I gonna do?
logo
Slip it through the
and an
fucking
on-air
door?
sign.
Hey, asshole! I'm recording. Here's a flyer.
Yeah,
Here's a link too.
Yeah,
Here's a fucking link. Subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, exactly. I duct tape mine to my door for everyone else in my dorm. You just slip it
We
under
talk
the
about
door.
Mexicans. You have representation on our Fancast.
All right, we're diving right into the racy
Viva
episode 7.
Fancast!
So, God.
Well, I was gonna
Great to
say
have you here,
before we
Jordan,
go,
really.
before we go too far down Sex Boulevard.
Whenever you say that, we end up going through that.
You
Well-
act like we haven't already started down Sex Boulevard.
Okay, well,
I was
let's
just
turn
saying,
around.
you know,
Let's
my
go to
neighbors.
Rooster Teeth Boulevard for a minute. Because we're going to
Ah,
really
yes.
try something new this week.
We're going to talk
Which
about
is-
Rooster Teeth.
We're gonna
Right.
revive
and-
episode
Okay,
4.
so
I
So
thought
if-
this was
so-
the Smosh cast.
Oh, fuck.
Did I miss something?
Grumpcast,
So-
Only if
please.
you are worried about smoshing genitals.
Ooh.
okay, so so this episode, if we want to bitch about something, we can bitch about the Rooster Teeth entertainment system.
Yes! Yes!
Jeez.
Yes, we can.
Whoa,
Most notably,
dude.
their last two
Shit all
uploads,
over it,
Star
man.
Race Wars and Everything is Pokemon.
So then, in which case, on today's Fancast, I'm going to be the Donald Trump of the Fancast and bitch about something I have no idea what I'm
Do
talking
you
about.
have, like, a running joke about Donald Trump? Did I
Yeah.
miss something?
Donald Trump
I
is a
think-
running joke. We didn't need to do anything. He is his
I
own
think
joke.
Marco
He's not
just wants
He's
to
not a
get...
running joke. He's a runny joke. He's just running. Yeah, basically, I don't know anything about RTES.
Well,
I
he's
haven't
good at
watched it,
having
but
sex with
I'm gonna
illegals,
bitch about
right?
it anyway.
Or is that
I'm
the
gonna
other
bitch about it anyway.
Republican?
Mary's talking
Anyway.
about him having
Mary.
sex.
Anyway!
got sex
RTES,
on the
Rooster
brain.
Teeth Entertainment System. Shut up, man. Come on. Rooster Teeth Entertainment System.
What?
The fuck was that? Was that even
What?
English?
Rooster Teeth.
Now you're speaking
We're
my
trying
language.
to talk about cock bites here. Let's stay on topic for just a minute, like 1
Right.
minute.
Go ahead,
So
guys. Commence
They
the
put up a
RTS.
few skits from the show. The Star Race Wars, or the Race Wars.
And Everything is Pokemon.
And everything's Pokemon.
Everything is
great.
Pokemon was part of the first episode.
Yes.
Not great. Not at all.
Everybody, yeah, that was great. Everything is Pokemon was very funny. I
No,
really
it
enjoyed
was not. Were we watching the same video, Mary?
Now,
I'm concerned
yeah,
that we
we
weren't
were.
watching the same video.
From a what's that word? From a neutral
Okay,
standpoint,
it
'cause
wasn't-
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched any of it. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that everything is Pokemon. They use the old like joke that everyone's done now, where it's like, oh, here's the new Pokemon, fucking boot. You know, is it that?
No, it
Kind
was
of.
just like
It's fucking stupid.
it's like One Direction's a Pokemon and Miley Cyrus's
Yeah.
Pokemon, John Draper's Pokemon.
Wow,
Okay,
that's fucking
it
stupid.
wasn't like ha 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 funny. It wasn't like going to watch a Kevin Smith movie.
She's mocking my laugh.
But it
I
was.
thought you were
I thought it was funny. I don't know. I thought
I
it
think
was
we were
good.
like fighting for a second, fighting somebody
I
else.
seem
Like,
to
what?
go through. I seem
It
to go
was-
through phases with RTES where, in certain parts of certain episodes, I laugh really hard, and then they get to segments where they're just telling people to eat dicks, and I'm like, this is getting really dragged out. Can we move on?
Well,
But I
the
don't
eat a
know.
dick thing was a transition. Like, and they
Yeah.
were trying to work shit out.
Yeah, but it's like they do this thing at the start of the show where fans write in jokes, and
Oh,
they
that's
get
gonna be
read.
great.
Yeah, they get read as the opening monologue, and
Just
it
blows
seems to
heaven.
be a consistent thing where the first week I didn't laugh, second week I laughed hysterically at those jokes, and then third week I was like, eh. But I thought that Star Race War skit was pretty funny.
I'll tell you what was really
See,
funny.
I
to
did
me
not like
was
that.
was the booth one where was it Chris and Aaron? They were in a booth like trying to plot a murder, and then there's a bomb, right? No, Aaron's the cop. I'm sorry. And Aaron comes over and he's like, "Is that a clock?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes,
one.
right?
The murder meeting.
That was fucking-
That was
funny.
very on the
Topical.
nose. Yeah. Love
Is that
that.
a clock?
But
That was one of the moments where I really laughed out loud.
That one was
I-
well, because like the thing about that one was like the difference between that and Everything Is Pokemon or Star Race Wars was Murder Meeting seemed like a Rooster Teeth production.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it had Rooster Teeth people in it. You're just
Well, not
being,
even
like,
that.
racist
Not even
against
not
people
even the
who aren't part
not
of
even the
Rooster Teeth.
people. It had like the Rooster Teeth stamp of writing style on it.
Yes, because it was probably written by Chris and Aaron
Chris
and
is so good at that.
and that whole like team. Like
Just
Miles
watch
and
their,
Carrie aren't part of that
the-
team
the
anymore.
Colton
stuff that
needs
they
to
have
take
on
a
YouTube
fucking
where it's
hint.
like where they're robbers, or where where Chris is a like an alleyway robber, and he just like tries to rob Marshall, and then they end up robbing somebody, and it's Aaron.
Yeah.
And Aaron joins them, and they just keep joining each other until they like try to mug somebody. That shit was funny, and that pretty much.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
you really get the Rooster Teeth feel that they bring to the live action team that carried on from their early days doing stuff on the internet. Yeah. Just making
Yeah.
their own videos and films, short films. It's just funny as hell.
I didn't like it when when the like I guess the younger writers took over the shorts for the first couple of shorts, because I felt like they just used blood excessively,
Yeah.
and I
they
feel
did.
like that's cheap. But then I mean it was like literally 2 or 3 short episodes, and I was like, oh, these guys are fucking funny. I love this. Yeah.
It always takes somebody. It always takes time for people to find their legs. Just try to work things out. Just they test the waters first, and then they get comfortable.
Yeah, you see that with pretty much everybody who joins the company. I mean, Ray was really quiet when he first got to
I don't know who that is.
Achievement Hunter. Oh, am I thinking of a different company? I must be. Twitch.
There you go.
When that Mexican guy joined Twitch.
All
But no,
right,
everybody
thanks.
seems to be a little bit quiet when they first joined the company. It's probably just.
So I'm gonna
you know-
stab Jordan after the Fancast.
Well, that's like an.
I forgot
That's
Marco's
like
the
a-
only Mexican in the world. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mary.
I don't even remember what was my point anymore. I think I was just going to be like, when you start something new like that, you just sort of observe for a while.
Yeah.
Do you
don't-
wanna
Not
mention
me,
one?
apparently.
You don't
I just
stick
come out
your
and
finger
make fun of
in.
Mexicans.
The first orgy you're involved in. You don't go all in. You just sort of, hey,
Yeah.
can I get you water? Does anyone need
Can I get you
help?
some agua?
Was your analogy you don't stick your finger in the first orgy you're in?
Yeah, yeah. You
I
I
don't
just
go
kind of
all the
ignored
way
it.
in.
I ignored that entire thing you just said, Mary, because I didn't want to notice it. I wanted to.
Okay,
go
but I
past
think
it.
I think it's an analogy that everyone can understand.
Don't
It is,
stick
and I'm
your
gonna be
finger
using
in
that.
the first orgy. Ay, ay, ay. I do want to talk about one time I made a tweet. I remember it was when they were when there was supposedly a scorpion loose in the office, but it wasn't really, it turns out.
Yeah.
But I tweeted at Rooster Teeth saying, "Man, I'm really glad I'm not somebody at that office right now. Like, good luck, you guys, because I'm a giant wuss." And they retweeted that, I believe. And then somebody tweeted at me, I guess because my name is Marco Luna, for those that you don't know.
Yeah.
It's very similar to somebody that works at Rooster Teeth, Miles Luna. I guess somebody didn't. I guess they failed English class, and they tweeted at me saying, "Hey, when you get back to the office, you should watch this or that movie." And I'm like, I stared at that tweet for 10 minutes, thinking to myself, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
I think that tweet gave you permission to break in.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's how you do it. You wait for the most informal of invites.
And that's my next story. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I was really confused. This random guy, I guess, mistook me for Miles or mistook my username. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but yeah, that was a really weird experience. Like, I'm not Miles. I wish, but I'm not.
Well, M. Luna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close
I mean,
enough, right?
I mean, my middle name isn't period, but thanks.
His first name is M, though, so...
Some people have, Danger is my middle name. Mine is period, you guys. Just so you know.
You've got one bloody hell of a last name, or middle name.
Actually, my middle name does start with a P, now that I think about it.
Okay, speaking of Miles, since he was brought up in a very informal way, let's talk about Ruby.
Volume 3 looks amazing.
It is
does.
amazing.
It really does.
I am hyped
I've
as
seen
fuck.
episode 1 and it was amazing. If you
That's
thought
right, episode 1 is out for sponsors.
Shut
if
your
you
mouth, Mary.
thought episode 1 of volume 2 was good, holy balls. And then it ends really well. It's beautiful and it's touching and your heart gets ripped out a little bit, but then they
Oh my god, you want to make me just describe the whole episode, please?
I haven't told you a single plot element.
So the
Yeah,
first
but-
shot of the... No.
Now I'm gonna want to get heartbroken and awesome. I'm expecting these emotions now.
Well, didn't you
would
watch
feel
the
them
trailer?
anyway if
Quit
you
your
have a
bitching,
soul.
Marco. How about that?
All right, well, jeez.
And it's 17 minutes long.
Jordan, how does
episode.
third chair sound?
Third chair?
You keep making jokes
Who are we
about this,
killing,
Marco, and I'm
Chris?
not going to kick you off.
It's starting to get to a point where I'm like, Ray, I want to get fucking fired. I want to
Wait,
go.
who's
I'm
that?
gonna start
What's
my
the
you're
Twitch
right.
equivalent for fan podcasting?
I'm gonna
Obscurity.
start. Yeah,
We just go
obscurity.
into the chat and have a type out for the podcast where we just
Yeah,
talk
there
to
you
each
go.
other in the
I'm
chat.
I'm just gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna host an AMA on Reddit. Go ahead and just ask me your questions about Game Grumps, and I'll answer all of them.
Game Grumps.
God damn, dude.
So, and then also with Ruby, did any of you guys follow the Ruby scavenger hunt?
No,
Did not.
because I'm not
For
a
the-
pussy.
I don't
For
have
the,
fucking time.
What
for
does that mean? Hold up.
The-
What is...
Yeah. What?
Only pussies follow scavenger hunts?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm usually
Even
on the
if it
scavenger hunt
was-
to find the pussy, not to be the pussy.
Right, Marco?
The grand prize for the scavenger hunt was a poster signed by the Ruby
A
cast
vagina.
and $100 to the Rooster Teeth store.
What?
And every day on a different social media platform, they would hide. You guys can't see the air quotes around the word hide. A letter in a post on one of those social media outlets. There were 5 letters. You had to unscramble them and put them into a tiny URL, and fill out a form.
Into a tiny or what? Are you
Okay,
talking
but
Like,
whereas something like 10 Little Roosters with fan involvement, there's only going to be 1 or 2 people that really stand a chance.
Mm-hmm.
But a Ruby scavenger hunt, it's like fighting, in a mosh pit.
I'm just imagining
No-
all the
nobody's
13-year-old
gonna come
girls
out
pulling at
winning.
each other's hair, saying, "No, it's mine. No, I won. I saw it first."
no,
Yeah,
so
it's like
everybody
it's like being Harry Styles and dropping your underwear into a concert, the fans of a One Direction concert. You're never going to
God.
see it again.
No, so the way this scavenger hunt works is it wasn't the first person to figure it out, because there were people who were able to figure it out because it was a Ruby-related clue. They figured it out with the first letter. It's a by random drawing out of everybody who
Okay,
ever
yeah, but
enters.
that's
It's not first
See,
come
that's
first
dumb.
serve. It's
I
still a
don't
random
gamble.
draw.
I don't buy the little ticket. I can't.
50-50
50-50
tickets.
Yeah, no.
50-50.
Raffle
the
tickets, you
fucking
mean?
Raffle.
Scratch-
Thank you.
scratch-
Jesus,
there you
I'm
go.
stupid.
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and
Were you gonna say
sniff.
scratch and sniff?
No, shut up, Jordan. I will.
They
fucking
don't
end
make
you.
scratch and sniffs for things I want to smell.
Ooh.
Like I'm not particularly interested in licorice.
Guys, I got to fart.
You be you, man.
I don't want it to be. Dude, should I fart into my mic? Chris,
No,
should I
Yes.
fart into my
Yes.
mic?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do it.
Let the Bruce flow
Alright,
through
I'm
you.
gonna do it.
God, no.
Well,
I'm
let's see if we
sorry,
do
listeners.
God.
That sounded
squeaky.
wet. That sounded wet. Good lord.
I'm sweaty. It's hot in this room.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
Oh, Rooster
That was
Teeth,
incredible.
guys.
That was incredible.
I can
So-
feel when it's gonna be a
Ugh.
loud one because sometimes it'll be quiet, but I can tell when it's gonna be loud.
So yeah, I followed this Ruby scavenger hunt all the way through. It took me 3 days to figure it out. It should have only taken me one, and I'm annoyed it took me 3 times longer than it should have.
What was the clue?
So I don't know when when they draw names, but now that everybody has the 5 letters, the clue was vital, VYTAL, in the description of the freaking animation trailer. It's like in the description of a Ruby video. Is the answer to the scavenger hunt, and people are like,
Okay,
"Oh,
so-
it's so
well, if it's a-
obvious."
If it's a draw, why even do the scavenger hunt? Is that just fan interaction, or is like
It's
That's-
to try and
that's
get people
fan
to
interaction
follow them
and-
on different sites.
That's
Okay,
the
yeah.
From a business
yeah.
standpoint.
That's
I get
social
it.
media
But I mean,
exposure. That's
I
hype
do
for
understand
Ruby.
that if
It's like
it's
they
a Ruby
advertise
scavenger hunt based off
Snapchat.
Ruby stuff, they're gonna have it be on Ruby videos.
Yeah,
or
they
something.
actually advertise Snapchat, which I've never seen anybody do before.
Snapchat.
which they don't
Penis
update regularly.
pictures.
I
Yeah,
Woke up
it's
to
I
Jack and
I
Adam
stopped-
this morning.
I
I stopped being that
re-downloaded.
guy to follow them on every little thing. I just.
I
I'll follow them
re-downloaded
wherever they
Snapchat
update
for the
the
scavenger
most.
hunt. I actually re-downloaded it. I made space on my phone for Snapchat for just the scavenger hunt.
Mary,
Oh,
guess
wow.
what?
Did you
don't
have
get-
to
you
sign
don't
up
get
for
to
a
just
Snapchat
stop
account?
being a guy, okay? Check your privilege.
I don't
What?
get it.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Are you making a gender joke? Listen,
Yeah, I'm making
if I
gender role
decide
jokes.
in 30 seconds I want to be a man, and then you guys need to respect that and
Oh,
address
absolutely
me
will.
as a man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a
will.
bit concerned.
Huh.
I don't know if I'd
Why?
accept it.
Trigger.
No,
Why?
guys,
'Cause you don't
guys,
wanna
we're
have
not
sex
going
with a
down
man?
it. We're not going down it.
We're not going down this road.
Mini golf. Mini golf.
Mini golf.
You guys
Oh my
like?
god.
You guys like
mini
putt
golf.
putt?
You know, I saw the fan video somebody made from the mini golf about Jack taking things too seriously. I saw that before I saw the episode. It makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah. I gotta say, it's been really hard for me to keep up with a lot of Let's Plays and stuff, because, I mean, good for them for making content. I'm not complaining about getting free content. But, like, it's not just I don't have time to watch it, that's a whole other thing, but it's also, it's like, this is a new feeling, and I'm not trying to say Ray kind of, like, I didn't use Twitch often until he started streaming, and with him came discovering other streamers, making friends over Twitch. So now, like, a lot of it is just spent watching my friends stream and watching other popular streamers. And then, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, what should I do now? I'm like, I guess there's a Let's Play out today. I can maybe watch some of that. Like, Let's Plays, watching them
Are you
used to be
switching
like...
sides, Marco? Are you
yeah,
leaving
I am.
us?
Started being, I'm gonna go to the Twitch cast.
This
Of the
isn't
dark
this
side.
isn't the Ray Narvaez Jr. fan cast.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
But,
mean,
but basically,
we could spin off.
Let's Plays used to be
And
my
get
priority,
really stalkery
and now they're
about
like
it.
a secondary thing to do, entertainment-wise, through my day.
I feel the same. I agree with you. I think that happened to me when Funhouse came aboard because
Yes, Jordan.
I was a
join
fan
the
of
dark
Inside
side.
Gaming. I mean, I caught on late to them, but when they started putting out content regularly on Rooster Teeth, I started having less and less time to watch videos throughout the day, and they have nice videos because it's just 10 minutes, go about your day. And
I'm
I
not
like
kidding.
that.
The day I started watching Inside Gaming, the day after I started watching, they posted that we're leaving Machinima video, and I'm like, all right, well, fuck my ass.
What I ended up doing, because I wanted to like get a good handle on it without like going through the whole
Ayo.
catalog, I watched Captain Pajama Pants,
Yep.
his videos, his like
Yep.
best of.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I watched those. Yeah,
Love
you're
it.
right. I know what you're talking
He's
about.
fantastic. Him and
Those are
Hero They
funny.
Call Me are amazing.
And then, like,
And
after watching
Hembo.
that, I had the urge to watch the actual video, so I went and looked them up anyway, because, free time.
Yeah, how about if we're going to bring up a fan community compilation maker, we bring up Hembo Hero before Hero They Call Me.
I bring him up whenever I
Whoa,
can.
whoa.
I fucking love Hembo
Calm
Hero.
your
I'm just saying it right
Hembo's,
now,
Hembo's
dude,
awesome
you're
too.
fucking awesome.
They're all of them are fantastic.
There's a chick doing the.
I know who you're talking about.
Gen
Minecraft?
S doing the monthly.
What?
Gen
no, I'm
S who
talking
does the monthly.
The Minecraft abridged.
Yeah, there's a
You know,
new one
whatever.
that are recently being catching.
I
eye
think
of
she's
people in
doing
the
them
Oh.
really
community.
fast though. She's putting like 2
Yeah.
out a day.
I've
They're
not
pretty
seen
funny.
this one.
Yeah, I mean, what it's been.
I'll have to find
you
it
want to
and
go
link
ahead and
it.
explain it, Mary? You probably know better than I do.
They just she just takes a an hour long Minecraft episode and cuts it down to like 5-6 minutes, something like that.
So it's like highlights of an individual Minecraft Let's Play.
Right,
Yes.
like the funniest moments.
Interesting.
And it's actually nice because I was watching, because I've seen the first, I think everyone's seen the first couple of them, a
Yeah.
lot, repetitively. So, episode 4 came out, she did 4, and I was like, oh yeah! And then I was
That
like,
did
I'm gonna go
happen.
watch that. Yeah. That's where that joke came from.
that managed
I've
to
always
slip
wished
all
somebody
the way
would
under my
take-
radar.
Huh?
Yeah, it slipped under his
It's
radar.
just-
He said.
Yeah,
There's
all the
4
way
that
under
have
my
come out in the
radar.
last, probably like 4 days, 3 days.
I think that a lot of people in the community, like, they have much more patience. Like Chris, I gotta commend you because audio is not my thing. I would probably I would be in a bad spot if I was trying to put together audio stuff. And the fact that people can do that, can edit things, edit all this video together. I mean, I'm okay at video editing, but it's nothing I want to get super immersed in. But I just got to give them a lot of credit for getting all of this content and putting it into one thing. It's a really great work.
Yeah, it's definitely, as someone going into radio and being able to have all of this stuff, I do find myself editing and like layering and cutting a lot more stuff.
Chris, I'll
I
start
also
making
had-
stuff for you.
Well,
I'll
the
start
flip
recording
side
random
of
things
that,
if you want to edit
though,
it.
of like being part of the like the fan community, is sort of like you don't want to get a big head about yourself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, and I love the guy, I think he's funny, but the Crab Soul guy, he's kind of getting a big head. Just a little
I see
bit.
his comments a lot, and I think he's just like kind of like having
The
fun
who?
with it, and I'm like, that's cool. He makes GTA 5 maps, I believe, and they'll like
Well, he
reference
also
them
made
sometimes.
the Rooster Teeth office in
What?
Prop
He
Hunt.
built the fucking place? Holy shit!
Yeah.
In Prop Hunt, like
Oh, that's that guy?
yeah. He's
Yeah.
just,
Oh.
I think his personality maybe runs a little bit cocky.
I mean, I don't know exactly where have you
like,
seen this kind of
normal?
cockiness in specifically?
Just like different comments and stuff, because he'll pop up on YouTube comments and stuff, and I'm like,
I mean, I've seen them be. I've seen the comments that I have seen are just like kind of cheeky, like, "Oh, this map was not made by Crab Soul. I do not approve." Like jokingly, right? He's not actually being like, "You fucking dickheads, not playing my map." He's
no.
not
I
actually
think
saying that.
I know. I get that it's joking. I'm not. See, this is gonna come off wrong because I like the guy, and in
Okay.
fact, one of the times he made one of his updates for when he was doing the prop hunt map, I defended him because this guy's like, "You're a jackass," blah blah blah. I don't know. Some guy was being a troll, and I was like, "Dude, he's having fun. He's doing something creative." Blah, blah, blah. But I just
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know. He's like milking it, or I don't even know how to describe it. Right? It's just.
Yeah, no, I kind of see what you're saying. There are people that when they get certain, I've known those kind of people. I've seen those kind of people where they get a bit of attention from like someone they admire, and then suddenly they're like, "All right, cool. This is like my." Like, it's as if like when Rooster Teeth retweeted me, and I just started tweeting them every 10 seconds. You know,
Well,
it's kind
think
of like that, except comment.
I think that his goal might be to work there, and maybe that's why he's acting the way he is.
gotta
And we
go
don't
through
know what
me
goes
first.
on. Maybe like I'm sure they've like gotten in touch with him saying, "Oh, hey, like so this map, it's really cool, this and that. Let's play stuff like that." So I mean, it's not we don't get to assume what his connection is with them if it's not just they
No.
played
I'm
his
not
map. and
saying
stuff
he's
like
getting hired or anything. I'm just saying I think that's might be his goal, and so I think he's trying to stay engaged and stay like a well-known name in the community.
And that's fine. Like, if he has those goals, then let him have those goals. I mean, I'm not saying you're trying to take those away from him. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, I just feel like that's a weird
goal.
Well, I understand the reasons that, like, Bernie and people have said, don't set that as your goal.
Yeah, no, and I absolutely see what you're saying, but, I mean, obviously he has other things that he's doing. I'm sure he doesn't just sit at home making GTA 5 maps all day and, like, emailing Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter about it, I'm sure he has. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know like about his personal anything, and like I said, I like the dude. I think he's funny. I like the stuff he's made, but I don't know. I guess sometimes I get rubbed the wrong way when people are full of themselves. Hey,
of course, Marco laughed at that.
Yeah, I'm
go rub yourself the right way and then come back.
Didn't it seem like Jeremy and Matt, all they did was make community videos?
Yeah, but I don't.
They were constantly in it. They were constantly in connection with it because they were making maps and stuff, making a lot of good stuff, and Achievement Hunter enjoyed that. It's no different than what they're doing with Crapsole right now. If, he's making stuff, they're enjoying it. Yeah. He wants to be like, making cheeky little comments, it's fine. No, that's not gonna, like, they're not gonna be like, oh my god, Crapsole, you just leave us alone. Like, restraining order him. It's nothing serious.
I'm just guessing he has a sarcastic personality, which
a
lot of people in the company do. So
and
maybe
some people that make Fancast,
no, and I think it would be cool if he did get hired.
Personality. Some Mexican people with
I wish there was a girl who would do that sort of stuff, though. Like, not trying to be a feminist or whatever, but I feel like Achievement Hunter could do with it. Like, even if just Steffi was in part of videos, like, I don't know if that's something she'd want to do, but I just wish there was another girl.
You know who
that
I
was
want
directly
to be in more
part
videos?
Of Achievement Hunter. Huh?
I want, god damn it, Maggie, I think her name. What's her name? She,
Mika?
No, Mika's cool. I love her, but on the Rooster Teeth side, she does a lot of, like, during, you guys seen...
Mariel?
Mariel, yeah, I want Mariel in more stuff.
Yeah!
You're talking about every time she walks onto the on the spot set, Joel goes...
No, also
is that
Free
girl?
Play.
I'm sorry, what was it? I forgot the name already. Free Play.
Free Play, yeah.
Free Play. She's really funny on that. Like, I just want Mariel to be on more. Like, Mariel, just come on over here.
So I pulled out my phone and loaded up.
Holy shit, Chris is alive.
I pulled out my phone and loaded up the subreddit. Time Traveling Mouse is her name. She just put up episode 5, Hunt for Diamonds Abridged.
Ooh, love
20 minutes ago.
Cool. I got something to do after this.
And
yeah.
I was very quick to, tell her we're in the middle of recording episode 7, and we just brought her stuff up. And I said that we all love it.
What a
and I left a comment on the video.
Loading the fuck out of yourself, buddy.
Fuck yes.
Like, no, hey, like, just so you know, we're talking about you. Yeah, we got you. We got you. We're good.
Yeah. This super
tramp stamp
hey, girl.
fan thing. Part of the community. Chris, we're talking about you.
Just to let you know, we find you awesome. like, God, Chris.
Yeah,
so before we trailed off, we were talking about mini golf.
Lovely.
Somewhere in
we're
there.
We're still talking about Rooster Teeth stuff, so we're fine.
Yeah, we hinted on mini golf. Did you guys see it? Because I saw it.
Nope.
I absolutely watched it.
I don't.
Yes, it is.
YouTube.
Is it up on the YouTube?
Yeah.
On the interweb?
It's up
right
on
now
YouTube for the
I'm
public.
an RT app guy.
But yeah, it's out for the public, and that's how I watched it. And it was awesome. I didn't know that they had a map maker.
Yeah,
it's Matt.
It was
Matt
very the game.
Oh, the game. Okay, yeah.
Jack.
I didn't know that either.
You didn't know about Matt.
Jordan.
You didn't know about Matt.
I just thought that was Jesus Christ incarnate.
Yeah,
Somebody said in some comment somewhere that they wished that he'd braid his hair, and I was like, yes. Give him, like, cornrows or something. That'd be awesome.
Get a nice hair bun going on. The ladies will love it.
Do they?
What is that now? Everybody... I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't look good, but I just see, like, a lot of obsession with guys in hair buns with, like, beards and stuff. Like, are we getting back to, like, our roots saying hairy men are really hot? There was a period in time where I thought people really just hated hair. Like, they wanted guys to be completely hairless. And now it's like, no, more hair.
Chicks are obsessed with the man bun for some reason.
No, and beard. I've seen that combination go more. A really big, thick beard and then a man bun.
It's weird.
So Jack basically has a lot going for him.
It's the bizarrest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, Jack must be the sexiest guy in the world right now.
Yeah.
Well, if Jack kept his beard but grew out his hair to Matt level and tied it back,
Are we
You'd
shipping
have-
Jack and Matt right now?
bitches
No,
lining up
no,
outside
we're
his
not.
door.
We're not doing that. And don't you ever
Axial
suggest that
Jack.
again.
Well, that was
Jack
They did
Bragg.
mention that on the mini golf episode.
God damn.
I thought the maps were kind of difficult though. Like, I don't know. He
It was-
he hasn't
it was-
really grasped the
It was
part of the
well,
game yet.
It was fun watching them fail and just
Yeah,
struggle. It's fun to
I
watch
think
them
the
struggle.
most. I think the best
I
part
loved
of-
it when Jeff got happy.
Yeah,
Like, you mean happy as in, like,
Like when he got lucky, and
You mean
he
lucky
started
as in-
to catch up.
what is it, a xylophone that makes that song where it's like, like that?
You mean a
Alright, I'm
slide
tapping
whistle?
out for a while. You guys can just suck a dick. Go suck a
Oh,
dick,
no.
make him happy. Come back.
I didn't watch the Let's Plays, but go ahead.
well, I thought the best part about it was just seeing it pop up in the sub box and saying, "Holy fuck, mini golf is back!" Like
I want to
got,
know.
like-
I want to know what's up with that thumbnail, though. Like, what the fuck is Matt wearing?
A dress.
And that thumbnail.
He's a professional lady golfer.
Lady golfer.
Yeah. He plays
Hole
in the
in one.
He plays in the LPGA. The next
I
sensation.
caught that, Marco.
Hey, you guys ever hear the the traveling businessman joke?
No,
You
go
guys want me to
ahead.
tell it?
I have a feeling we're about to.
All right, Chris. Listen, it's not that bad.
All right.
So,
Well, I'll determine
basically-
that.
You don't want me to tell? I won't tell if you don't want me to.
No,
You can
go
look
ahead
it
and
up.
tell it. Go ahead and tell it.
So there's a businessman who was doing business in Japan, I believe. And so the night before a big golf meeting, he's going to go out golfing with one of the executives that he's meeting with there. He decided to get himself some entertainment from a lovely lady. Very respectable young woman. So while she's entertaining him and things get a little heated, they begin to have sex. And at some point she starts saying things in Japanese that he can't understand. And she's screaming it very loudly. So he just shrugs it off, says whatever. The next day when he's golfing with the executive guy, he scores a hole in one, I believe, and says the phrase that the Japanese lady was repeating over and over again last night. And the other businessman looks at him and says, "What do you mean wrong hole?"
So when I was in elementary school,
Terrible.
I
That's
was in elementary
Harry's
school.
Harry's uncle, Harry Potter's uncle.
terrible.
Thanks, bro.
Somehow Mary has ties to this wrong hole joke from elementary school. Go ahead.
Okay, when
Nope.
I was in elementary school, this is a short story. I never tell
Okay.
very long stories. At lunch, we got a choice of chocolate or vanilla pudding. So what the boys would do is they would get chocolate pudding, and then they'd unfold a napkin, and they'd put it in the napkin, and they'd poke a hole, and they'd make their napkin poop pudding. That joke is like when elementary school boys poop pudding.
Bam. Get shit on,
Genius.
Marco.
Genius is what you're
Take
saying.
that.
Oh my god.
I loved having chocolate milk in school so much until some lovely first lady came and took it away. Thanks, Mrs. Obama.
You were in elementary school 8 years ago?
When
Or
Obama
four-
was
What?
elected.
She took it away from me. Like, by the time I was in my sophomore, junior year, I was like, "Hey, where's my fucking chocolate milk?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we don't have that anymore." I'm like, "What?"
What fucking shitty high school were you at? I was at a Catholic school in Warren, Michigan. I had chocolate milk every single day.
I'm sorry, I'm not fucking white.
Jesus.
The
I'm sorry,
fuck?
I'm not fucking Caucasian. I don't get my chocolate milk easy. I have to fucking work for it.
You don't get it from the cow. We don't have chocolate cows running
You know,
around in
I don't
California.
fucking swill it around in a glass and go, "Ooh, superb," like that when I'm fucking drinking my chocolate milk, you douche.
Wow.
We now see how
We don't
Mexicans
smell
see
the
white
bouquet
people.
of the chocolate milk in California.
All right,
I
so another.
I did love when on the packaging they would put a cow that was like it had like instead of black spots it had brown spots. I'm like, so chocolate cows exist?
Did you have strawberry cows as well?
No, but I
Yep.
had fucking Nesquik.
My
There's
first
no way
elementary school
anybody
did.
believed that.
I
Come on,
believe that.
there's no
I knew
way.
for sure. I was convinced until like maybe late middle school that there were chocolate cows.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Same way.
Yeah,
They
I was
had
a
me
fucking
fooled
idiot.
until 7th grade.
Sadly, I realized it in 6th grade because I'm not an idiot like Chris.
You wouldn't want the chocolate milk to come out of the cow, though, because that'd be
Yes,
awful.
I would.
No, it would be awful.
Yeah, fuck.
Cow milk is not like store milk.
Michael
Oh,
just
yeah, I know
sucks
it's
on
not.
the udders. That's how he got his chocolate milk.
Funny story.
Oh, God.
Funny story.
Oh, no.
Oh, my mom's gonna
I've
kill me
put
if
my
she ever
mouth,
hears this.
my open mouth, underneath an udder.
I just want to see my. No, I did worse.
that.
No, I didn't do worse, but I did sort of bad. I did bad thing when little Marco was little.
You stop it there. I did bad thing when little Mark.
Basically, when I was a small lad in elementary school, we took a field trip to a farm. This farm area where they had they had the farm area, and then next to it they had like a more building area where they process all the stuff. It was one of those dairy farm type things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we had to be accompanied by our parents because they wouldn't let small children around. If I stuck my fucking hand in like an idiot and got it bitten off. But as we were looking at the cows,
By a cow?
yeah. What the fuck do you think people? I'm an idiot. I'd probably end up doing. I'd piss it off somehow, and it would eat my hand. But anyway, thanks, Mary.
No, it'd kick you.
All right, shut the
Or
fuck
shit
up.
on you. Up the fuck shut.
I love
I'm
you.
very enthralled with the story.
Anyway, so in front of God and everybody, all the other students and their parents, I look down. I tilt my head over, see the cow's udders, look at everybody else, point at the cow's udders, and say, "Hey, my mom has those."
Oh, my
no.
God.
Oh no.
That's not true.
I did. I asked my mom. I fucking said it, and my mom wanted to beat the shit out of me right there. Like, she was so close to painting my back porch red that second.
Good Lord.
Whoa.
So all the other parents are just like, all the kids are laughing their asses off. My mom's just sitting there looking at me like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
But, like,
That's
did
incredible.
she have good udders? Back
No,
in the day?
because I'm an idiot.
What?
I saw the cow's tits and thought, oh, my mom has those. Because I'd accidentally seen her with her, top off sometimes because I walk
Oh,
in every
goodness.
room without...
Okay.
I walk in a room
Oh,
without
that's
knocking.
not
I'm an
even
idiot.
weird. Kids see their parents naked all the time.
I didn't think it was weird.
Most of them
until...
don't talk about it on podcasts.
I don't give a shit.
Well,
Everybody has boobs.
not many of them are on podcasts to talk
Speaking
about
of
Good point.
speaking of young lads, like a story,
it. Uh-oh.
the scene in X-Ray and Bath finale.
Oh man, that
I
was
can't
great.
even
That
make
was
a
so
segue.
fucking funny.
But I
was
listened to that the first time, and I didn't realize it was Bruce and Adam who were playing the bullies.
I didn't either. I'm like, I know those voices. I know
Yeah,
the
exactly.
voices.
But Adam changed his voice a bit, and Bruce was
Yeah.
just Bruce.
He was a bit more dopey, like, hey, give up your lunch money, boy. Like that. A bit more stupid.
But I
But,
thought it was adorable that Gavin and Ray did their own child voices, and they were
I
squeaky.
did too. At
I was
first, I
like,
didn't.
this is
At first, I thought somebody else was doing Ray's voice. At first, I'm like, that can't be Ray, right? And then I heard when he was talking more, I'm like, that's absolutely Ray. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. What'd you guys think of the finale in general? Like, do you think it wrapped up the season pretty well?
I really liked Thank You, Metal Woman. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, I feel like it both wrapped up the season and left it open for another season.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yes, because
they
now
had,
the core
spoiler
pirate is
alert,
back.
Core pirate falling from the fucking top of the building the entire season. He was falling really slowly, and then finally he hit a mattress.
Lands on a mattress.
Right, so is he going to come back as Yargarita, is the question.
I hope so.
Yeah, he better.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting because they've done Ryan, they've done Jeff.
They haven't done Jack.
I'm assuming I still think Jack's character is gonna be like Lumberjack. Haha, get it? Something
No,
like that.
it's gonna be Beardo.
No.
Really Beardo? Oh no, you're right. But yeah, Lumberjack came to mind first. I'm like, that could be funny because he's Lumberjack.
Beardo the Magnificent.
Beardo the Magnificent, and then
But
a little
the,
sidekick named Mini Beardo. That'd be awesome.
There was a with the I don't even know how to do talking. Okay, with the kid where they were kids on the playground.
Yeah.
It made me think, why aren't they making like a Muppet Baby style, like Archie babies?
That'd be hilarious.
Like that'd be amazing, right?
Yeah, that would.
I think that'd be great.
I have a question. Am I missing something, or because there was a kid that for a
Most of
second
your
I
brain,
thought it was a
probably.
flashback that I didn't notice they were flashbacking to that scene where there's a burning building, I think, and there's a kid with his mom, and the kid looks like Ray except with round glasses. I'm like, am I missing
Right,
something?
I think
Why
that
does
was
it
on
look like Ray?
purpose.
I'm
I
like,
think
why
that
does
was
it-
supposed to make you think that it was like a flashback.
Yeah,
but
for a
it's
second
not.
I'm like, oh, hey, it's a flashback because the kid had a green shirt, he had big old glasses and kind of rayish hair. I'm like, the fuck?
And
But,
was
then-
Mexican.
Then suddenly Ray pops in. I'm like, okay, no, this isn't a flashback.
He's beating
like
up
how-
his child self. Well, actually, Dwayne comes in.
Dwayne. I love that guy. I love The Rock. I think that the season as a whole, I had a lot of expectations, and my expectations were met very well.
Yeah, yeah.
I still
Well,
thought that
we got
Ryan
3
was...
episodes before, and this time we got 10.
I know
I
that,
think that
yeah.
says
Oh, yeah,
something.
that was great. I know they were
I was
trying
worried-
to... Yeah?
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
It's fine.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go
All
ahead.
right.
son of a-
She-
I was worried that
Jesus.
they were. I was worried that they were building up to write Ray off of the show because.
I thought he was going to become Brown Man. I seriously thought at some point he was going to become Brown Man.
That's another thought that went through my mind. But I thought that with him, I thought maybe he was just fulfilling the rest of his contract for this show, and that this was probably the last thing he was going to do at Rooster Teeth. But it's nice to see that X-Ray and Vav worked it out because I really thought they were writing him off of the show.
He said on stream that if they want him to do, like, he'll keep doing it if they want him to do it. Like, he's just a voice, as he said, you know.
Yeah, he's. I mean, but why wouldn't he want to continue to be in different productions as a
Yeah.
voice actor? Because
he gets
he
paid.
didn't leave on bad terms. He just his day job, like what he did 8 hours a day or whatever. He wasn't happy
Now he only does it. I mean, he can do it as long as he
doing
wants,
stuff
but
for
normally,
comedy.
on
I know, but
average,
he,
he's
like,
at least
he
for
plays-
4 hours or so.
He doesn't.
I know what he
play
fucking does.
But he doesn't play like the same
What the
games
fuck
over
is
and
Twitch?
over.
I don't even know what this is.
Well, the thing is, he's making a ton of money on Twitch.
I mean,
Oh,
well,
so
that's
much
not our
money.
place.
Very-
That's not our place to speculate.
Well,
Like,
no, but
I mean,
he's-
I'm sure he's doing.
so much money. Just
sure he's
objectively,
doing-
so much
I'm
money.
sure
Well,
he's doing fine.
subscriptions are $5 a month, and he's
they
got
get split.
how many subscribers?
They
right?
get split.
But
They
he's
get split by
quickly-
Twitch and him half, so he gets
Yes,
like $250.
I know
He's
that. but
becoming
he's,
a powerhouse of the site, though.
yeah, he's climbing up
Yeah.
the ranks really, really
He has
fast. like, at
shirts
rapid
and
succession.
pins and whatever.
Another good
stickers.
thing that he's done, and this is fucking genius too, because he'll have like
The
donation
69,
incentives.
69 thing.
Yeah, like stuff like that, and I'm like, that's fucking genius. I know if I would do it, if I had to do one, I'd do it like.
I assume that's where you were going with it. I didn't know you were making a cop joke. I was waiting for the fucking 9/11 joke.
No.
Marco
that's
was
not-
born in 2002.
Are you serious? I'm not a fucking asshole.
You
How
are.
are we supposed to
Marco,
know?
you are an asshole. To the point where I assumed
Didn't
you were
I
making
send you a
9/11
picture of a
joke.
plane that looked like it was flying into the Statue of Liberty?
You did.
Oh, God.
You did. That was a thing you did.
God damn.
For those of
This
you that don't know, I was
conversation is
watching
awkward.
live camera feeds, and one of them was the Statue of Liberty, so I was looking at it from across, like, you know, whatever water you have in New York. And there's planes that fly a certain distance behind it, so they were just going past and behind the statue. But I took a snapshot of it when it looked like it was flying right into the Statue of Liberty. So I took a picture of that and sent it to Chris.
And now that you mention it, I think I'm going to have to bleep that.
Nah, yeah, probably.
This conversation is awkward. Speaking of awkward,
What are you talking about?
how
It's not
about
fucking awkward, it's
social
fucking
disorder?
Social disorder.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're so smart, Mary. God,
I just want to get away
Suck
from
up.
the just the
Yeah,
weirdness.
Mary, please.
We're so weird.
Anyway.
We're trying to do better too, Marco.
Mainly what I want to talk about social disorder is not so much the episodes, because I think they're great. They're pretty funny to me.
Yes.
Mary, however, disagrees, but we're not going to get into a debate about it. I respect her opinions.
What?
I was trying to make opinions sound funny, so I said opinion. I was
No,
trying to say
I don't think that's
like
what she was
social
saying. What
disorder.
Oh. You said you find
I
some of
like
them
social
awkward and
disorder.
cringy, so you can't watch it.
Oh no, no. I have to pause. I have to
Oh.
like pause and like take check of myself and go, okay, it's cool. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Because I
Anyway.
just get really weirded out by that because I can imagine being in a situation like that and wanting to just climb underneath, like, and just cover my head and just, you know.
I mean,
I
during
call
the
it
yoga
turtling.
the yoga one of episode 1 of season 2, I'd be laughing my ass off. I would be on my mat dying
Yeah.
of laughter.
Yes, that one. Yeah, but I
feel like they've only done that once for me because I usually like to watch the cringy stuff. Like I'm on the cringe
Yeah.
subreddit a lot.
Same, bro.
And did my mic get turned up? Holy crap! 1 second.
No. I hear you fine.
But I'm on the
Whispers.
I like cringy stuff, and I like the prank shows that aren't really putting other people in harm.
Like Impractical Jokers. That shit's
Yeah, I
funny.
love Impractical Jokers.
In fact,
Hilarious
I got the
that's
same
the one
feeling
with the
from that from
guys who
Social
get
Disorder.
points depending
Yes,
on what they
challenges
do, and
such.
the other guys are in their head.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're talking to them through a mic and stuff. My
The
favorite
one-
segments that they do are the ones where they're like in a store and they have to convince people not to buy something. Like
Yeah.
oh, I wouldn't get that can of soup. And they have to tell them why and shit. And it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
good.
fun watching them give up sometimes, where they're just like, you know what, just go ahead and buy it.
The one time that I was sort of on edge or iffy about social disorder was when they were doing the garage
Garage
sale.
sale.
And yeah,
I
and Aaron
loved
was,
it.
Aaron was
Oh
a
my
murderer.
god, yes.
That
And the
was the
cop
one
came
time
out.
I was like,
I loved when
Yeah,
the
but
police
this is
showed
how
up.
smart those guys are. Not
Yeah.
only can they think of stuff for each other to do that sort of fits their personalities, but they also can like talk themselves backwards out of situations like that.
Yeah. Dude, if
I
I was a cop,
completely agree.
I'm glad. I think somebody bought the axe before the cop showed up, so that would have been bad if if the
Yeah.
axe, the bloody looking axe, had still been there.
Yeah. Well, they kicked the
And
series
my
off with a bang. I mean,
Yeah,
it wasn't
that
the
was
first
a-
episode dragging the dead body or something.
Yeah,
like
that was fucking
Yeah.
crazy, dude. I knew
Holy
that show was
crap.
gonna be great once I saw that first episode. I'm like, yep, I'm sold.
Yeah.
I love the
It was good.
Jorge guy that kept chasing him down. He's just like, no, let me see what's inside. Let me see what's inside. I gotta. And like, they called the police already. They coming, man. And he's like, Aaron's like, no, Jorge, stop. No, Jorge, please, stop. Go away. Go back to work, Jorge. I like how the guy said George. His name was George though, and then Aaron started saying Jorge.
Were they on a? They're on a bi-weekly release for that show right
I
now.
think
right?
so, yeah, because they've been doing like behind the scenes ones recently.
Yeah.
I know
Were
because
they
it takes
doing
a lot
that
of
in
time
season
to
1?
produce those. No, maybe. I think they would just take like bi-weekly breaks. They wouldn't put anything like behind the scenes, or did they? I don't
Yeah.
remember for sure.
I don't remember
But-
behind the scenes for season 1.
I think they
but-
might have done one at the end of the season, but I don't think in between episodes. At least I
Yeah.
don't remember
Yeah.
that clearly.
Yeah.
But this time they have been doing it. Now, because they do the voting thing, like vote who you think should win. At this point, it's been like, okay, who had to do the worst thing for me? And in the animal ones, the animal expo, the pet expo thing, I had to vote for Chris because he had to try to like hawk pet sex enhancers at people. Like, hey, this will
Yeah.
give your dog a boner. I'm like,
Didn't he
Jeez.
also puke?
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So that's even
yeah.
worse. I just go by whoever has to go through the worst thing. Like if I had
See,
to,
and that's what that's
Yeah.
intended for. But I feel like a lot of people on the internet are not going to use it that way. I mean, we've seen
yeah.
it before. People just vote for whoever they like best, which it sucks. But I mean, that's unfortunately the way the internet is nowadays.
I mean, if I had to vote, if I was voting like biasly because I just like one over the other, I'd be voting for Aaron every week because my God,
I'd be voting for Chris every week.
yeah, I like Chris. I think he's awkward and he's so funny.
no, I'm talking
Whenever
like
he's on the podcast,
Yeah, I like
Aaron
his,
Aaron is attractive.
Delivery.
yeah. Do you remember the
Aaron's
episode
too
of Under-
pretty. I don't like pretty people. They bother me. Like
Aaron's
Blaine
too
really
pretty. You
bothers
heard
me.
it here first. Blaine is amazing. You will not speak.
No,
ill of Blaine.
Blaine's amazing and he's funny and like he's got to be like whatever sexy whatever too.
Did you guys see
Like,
that
he
video
has
he
to
posted today
insist
where
upon
it
that.
was raining and he got in a Jeep and started driving around like a madman?
No, I didn't. see
Oh,
that.
He was driving to the lo 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 song. That
Oh.
one. And he was just like going crazy. Like,
He's been
that's
hanging
pretty
out with those funhouse guys too much.
Oh yeah, far too much. He needs a break.
Yeah.
God.
he also has to be like, you know, on top of being funny and good looking, whatever. He also has to be like charming and
Yeah.
seems like a very dedicated employee, very enthusiastic about a job. Fuck him. Fuck Blaine.
I love
Hashtag
Jesus.
fuck Blaine. Except
Hashtag absolutely. I will.
Hashtag fuck Blaine, but not in the fun way.
Hashtag,
In the fun way.
no, I'm gonna fuck him in every way that I
Hashtag
want
Mary
to.
wants
You're
to
not
fuck
gonna
Blaine.
stop
That's
me.
what I took from that. That's all I took from that.
Hashtag
No,
Jordan
it's just
needs to shut his fucking mouth.
It's one of those things where a person has just they have to be 10 out of 10 at everything.
So, guys, I want to awaken the spiritual
for him,
creature that is Chris, because he's been awfully silent, and I want to talk about something very near and dear to all of our hearts. Star Wars.
Dun, dun,
Fucking Star Wars, you guys.
Captain Picard!
Fuck you. No. No. None of that. Shame on you.
Trekkies always
That-
ruin everything, don't they?
For the Force Awakens
Mufasa!
trailer was fucking amazing. I don't know why I
Mufasa?
loved it so much.
An 88-second trailer dropped, and it broke the internet.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah, but
That was
really, was it going to
fucking
do
fun to
anything but
watch.
break the internet?
Yeah, man.
I
Not
feel
only
like that
did
was the only thing
it
could
crashed every movie ticket sales site, and minutes of tickets going live.
I was
And I
surprised
love
at how
seeing people
fast it
freak
was
out. I
on the
love
top of
everyone's
Reddit.
theories. I love seeing people like come up with their theories and me thinking like, "Ha, that's not gonna happen." But you keep on dreaming, little buddy, like that.
There are a lot of crazy theories out there.
Yeah, I
mean,
mean, I don't know if
the
this is a
biggest one-
spoiler or not, but a lot of people think that the bad guy is gonna be Luke.
That's exactly where I was going. Yeah,
Yeah, and
There's-
because he's
come
like,
on,
"Oh, I'm gonna
guys,
finish
really?
what
And
you
a lot of
started."
people think that black people have never been in Star Wars before.
Yeah.
I mean, Lando Calrissian, please. He clearly slept with Leia.
yeah, to
and
name
had that
one.
guy, so.
To name one, Lando Calrissian. I mean,
Clearly they
Samuel L.
banged.
Jackson was a pretty big character in the prequel.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, I completely forgot about him. Wow,
Yeah.
that shows where my mind is.
No, that's completely
I
fine. Well,
had
the
it-
prequels weren't everybody's favorite, so.
You mean to tell me Yoda wasn't an OG gangster with a capital G?
No, he was a frog.
Oh,
At least
What
to
was
George
he?
Lucas, he was a frog.
He really?
Well,
he really?
I watched. I'm a bit nerdy when it
He
comes to
looked
Star
like
Wars.
tiny Shrek, like tiny deformed Shrek. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that Shrek came after, but
I mean,
I don't know.
Shrek
we might
comes
have to
whenever
fact
you
check
want him
that.
to.
When did Shrek come out? Can we find?
God
But-
damn.
But no, I'm pretty
Okay.
nerdy when it comes to Star Wars, and I have
Shrek is bloated.
I have the Blu-ray collection thing, as all three or all six of them, and I watched
Ugh,
some of the behind the
nerd.
scenes, and it was when they were transitioning
wanna fuck
into
Blaine.
doing. It was transitioning into doing Yoda in CG, and
Ugh.
George Lucas said repeatedly, he said that Yoda was a frog.
Fun
mean,
fact,
George, can
Kevin
I just
Smith
say,
got
I
married at
appreciate
Skywalker
everything he
Ranch.
did in the original trilogy and made those movies, but I fucking hate George Lucas.
What?
What?
I like George Lucas. He's a,
Just
he-
like,
he's
I-
a funny
He's a
guy.
Because he's a fucking douche. It's really obvious that he's a fucking dick.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Like, God, how can you
Stanley
like you're such
Kubrick
a
was a douche.
He himself is such an unlikable. They're unlikable people. Like I was listening and coming like unlikable people that I didn't know were unlikable. Apparently, Chevy Chase apparently very very.
Oh,
rude.
yeah,
real
super
real
douche.
dick. That guy, Larry
Super
David
douche,
apparently
yeah.
huge asshole. I'm like these are people that I think are super funny, and then it turns out that they're assholes.
That happens a
Yeah,
lot.
they're funny, but they're yeah.
Yeah, but so,
Chevy Chase ruined Community,
yeah, I like Chevy
so
Chase.
he can go smoke something
Yeah, what the
like
fuck?
himself.
Where did that come from?
Ayo.
She's talking to Chris.
Okay.
What's up?
So
It's
but yeah,
not,
like
I'm
apparently,
not having a good podcast.
What is
Everyone
that-
else
what is-
is doing well?
what is that about that people think apparently Star Wars is anti-white or they don't want? Or
It was
the
that's a
fans that are
4chan.
anti-white?
That's a 4chan prank.
That was absolutely a troll article.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it was a
Yeah.
4chan prank.
Making
That
This
was
is
fun.
what
like
I think.
onion
Whenever I think
levels
of
of
4chan, I
absurdity.
immediately think of like what's that word? Destitute. Like the word destitute comes to mind whenever I hear the words 4chan or the phrase 4chan name.
I just think of depressed dudes on a
Like
laptop.
a hard
that's the only thing I
destitute.
can
Like
think
these
of.
guys, they're clearly their lives are so diminished that at this point they're just like, to quote the song, dust in the wind. Like they don't even take shape anymore. I think they're just in their computers. They have like found a way to technologically implant their minds into a computer, and then they just spend their entire existence there.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
I
that's
agree.
all they do. It's like, I
Reddit
don't
for the
know,
win,
man.
right? Am I right, guys?
no, shut up.
Hell yes.
I mean, I like Reddit, and I've
I
found
think
that so
I
many
think
people
Reddit's
on.
gonna go away.
I hope it doesn't.
I think
They've
so
it's
many
said that a
gonna
people-
few
die out.
times.
Reddit is like what 4chan isn't, whereas it's not just a bunch of maniacs. There's some fucking weirdos and stuff on Reddit, but a lot of people are extremely helpful and just want to aid you. If you go into a specific Reddit,
though. I think it's having a community with good mods.
If you go to a specific thread, like you go to R6 for advice on stuff, you want to ask questions, you want to know stuff. There's a lot of people who
go to
are in the know.
R6 for sex advice.
Excuse me, sir, ma'am. I mean,
Oh, whoa.
excuse me, fair madame, but I do go to that thread constantly because I don't know. It's just fun to see what people are talking about. I don't know. It just interests me whenever people are like, "Oh, so I have this really weird problem," and I'm just like, "That's an interesting problem. I hope somebody helps you with that." I'm not even gonna say shit.
One of the subreddits that Bernie turned me on to in the last podcast.
Bernie turned you on then.
Dude, Bernie touches all the right buttons. No, he mentioned the Troll X Chromosome subreddit, which is if you don't know what that is, there's a subreddit for 2X chromosomes. They talked about this on this week's podcast. All right, so we'll just I won't explain it, but what's that?
I haven't listened.
Excellent podcast.
It was a very good podcast. Very good
I'll
podcast. The post show was even
listen.
really good this week, and I don't like post shows all that much. So if you're not a sponsor.
What is the post show exactly? What are they, just like an extra bit of talking time for?
Yeah, it's like
sponsors?
a 20-minute segment of more podcasts
nice.
for sponsors.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I've thought
So speaking of podcasts, Jordan, what is
Yep.
this I'm seeing about podcast experience with you? What do you want to talk about with this?
Oh,
what should we
I've been
talk
on a
about,
couple podcasts.
Oh, yeah?
I'm in/was in a YouTube group I started with a bunch of high school friends.
That's cool.
It never went anywhere. We have we made business cards, but we've only given out like
attitude.
33 of them. So yeah, there's that. No, but it was a group called We the Fun, and yeah, We the Fun. Yes, we did start before Funhouse got their name, so we're not
God.
we're not happy about that. But yeah, we used to do a podcast on there where we talked about gaming.
Apparently,
news.
fun is copyrighted.
Yeah,
just
like
say
candy.
we the entertained or some shit like that. We the interesting, like we the okay.
We the loud dudes on the internet who hate your video game.
We the
That's
all
what we
right.
should have been called. Yeah, we were just mostly video game let's plays and just stupid stuff that we thought was funny. But we had a podcast on there about gaming news, and it lasted about 9 or 10 episodes. I mean, we're all high school friends, so I'm actually going to see them today. So we're all still in contact. It's just we haven't made a video in forever.
But today, instead of helping each other with math homework, you're going to be taking body shots off of strippers.
Yes,
Right?
actually,
All right. Well, listen.
I'm going to my friend Josh's house to help decorate his house for Halloween. That's how.
Spooky.
Yeah,
Wait, no, that's next week.
body
I'm sorry.
shots.
I'm sorry.
Years old,
Next week.
When you're
I'm-
when you're 21 years old, this is what your life becomes. So.
I gotta hold back. I'm sorry. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
No, that's
Body
about
shots
it. I mean,
off of
I was
girls
expecting
dressed
the
as
how did you get into
bumblebees.
Rooster Teeth question, but
Oh yeah, we didn't ask you that because I mean, I guess
No,
you know.
I think we were going to end with it, weren't we?
oh, were we?
Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, it is.
No, go ahead.
I don't know
Just
how to read.
Well, no, that's
inject-
his favorite. I mean, I won't spoil it, but
All right, then we'll get into
Inject
how did you
your
get into
rooster
Rooster Teeth first
teeth.
of all, because apparently people like that, and so let's go ahead with that. What do you think? When did you get into Rooster Teeth? How and when?
okay. I remember this very clearly. It was Christmas 2007. Halo 3 had just come out.
Oh shit.
I was never really hardcore into the Halo universe. I mean, I played 1 and 2, and I was like, awesome.
You always
I only
used to
played
come.
1 mostly because of the Fusion Frenzy demo. That's about it. But-
Fusion Frenzy!
Oh my God, Chris is alive, and he comes back with that.
This is why Chris brought me on, by the way, to mention Fusion Frenzy once an episode.
Did he fucking really?
Yeah.
Chris, you son of a bitch.
I started getting into Halo 3 a lot, and I loved it. I love the multiplayer. I love the story. It was my favorite, still is my favorite game of all time. And I went over to my friend's house one day, and he said, hey, have you seen this thing on the internet called Red vs. Blue? I think you'd really like it because you're into Halo and all that. And he had no idea Rooster Teeth was behind it. He didn't know who Rooster Teeth was. He just liked the show. And
Yeah.
so I thought, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll check it out. And I watched it on and off for a while. And then, I don't know what year it was, 2011, I think. I saw the animated short or the animated adventure for the headlight fluid container.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I mean, I made the connection. Oh, these are the guys that do Red versus Blue. This is awesome. Subscribe. Boom. I haven't looked back since, and I've hated myself ever since that moment.
For laughing?
God.
No, just the horrible decisions I make in life.
What horrible
Did you
decision?
get married to someone who turns out their life wasn't going anywhere?
Jesus fucking Christ, Mary. God.
I thought Jeff told us not to talk about that.
Are we gonna have like a fucking relationship therapy podcast right now?
I think that should be a spin-off.
Heal
Might as
broken
well.
wound, heal damaged people.
I'm not damaged.
Heal damage.
A little
You bring
bitter.
it up quite a bit. It's funny, but
Yeah,
I feel
I'm a
like I'm
little
gonna get
bitter
murdered
about
by
it.
some guy who I don't know.
I'm a little bitter, but I'm not damaged, and I'm not sad, and I'm not...
I feel like he's gonna come at me
Whatever.
with his destiny rifle and be like, "Hey, you talk about me, you son of a bitch, scrub," and then he's gonna shoot me.
Listen, that fucking RTS Destiny rehab thing short hit fucking close to home. I was like, you're speaking truth, man.
That was pretty funny.
That's the word, brother.
I guess while we're on RTS still,
Mary,
RTS
along with my
still,
parents, has turned me off from relationships in general.
I wanted to touch on. I forgot about
Nah,
it.
it works if it's right. But anyway.
The weekly how to make a sandwich update.
What?
That's getting funnier and funnier as the weeks go
Yeah,
on.
what?
I just wanted to say
it really
that.
is. It's getting...
Oh, is
you
this our
talking
TDS
about-
thing? I was so confused. I'm like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah,
It's a 6-part series of how to make a sandwich, right? 6 parts?
yeah, 6 parts.
It's a guy, like, having to wait... Like, he's hungry, you know? And he's waiting 6 weeks. And...
Yeah,
You know what I
they're
want?
doing
What I
like
do?
step 1
you
was
remind
like
me
pick
of
your
that.
bread. Or no, step
How
1
to
was
make-
like decide if you're hungry, and then step 2 was like pick your bread, and then he's like, all right, we'll tune in next week.
God.
The guy's going.
That
crazy
reminds me of
slowly.
a guy on the internet, How To Basic, who got
Oh,
famous for making
God.
How
destructive
to
fucking
Basic's
videos.
funny.
This
I like-
Australian gent is fucking phenomenal. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I think he's like,
They're
I don't know
really
what it
short
is right now.
videos,
He's
too, which
devolving
I like.
into like just destroying his fucking house.
Yeah, I'm sort of confused about how... Because there's a lot of destruction in those videos, and it's a lot of, like, time-consuming, I imagine, to clean up.
I'm sure he hires
Yeah.
people.
You think?
No, he did comment
I don't
actually to
think
somebody once who were like, "Oh my god, is How To Basic dead?" Because he hasn't posted in like 2 weeks. Or he made a tweet. He's like, "I'm still alive, guys. Don't worry. I'm just cleaning."
Does he when he pees in his food? Is he actually peeing, or because
Oh,
I've
he's
always
I'm
wondered
sure
about
he
that.
is. I'm sure he's actually peeing because I've seen.
God damn.
There are frames where his dick is actually visible in the thing. Like I
God
thought maybe he
damn.
was wearing like a skin tight underwear piece or something, but no. There have been instances where you see like a frame of his dick, and I'm like, oh Jesus.
God.
Well, I'm not an expert on dicks like you are, Marco.
Well, I mean, listen.
None of
Mary,
us are.
Just because you're not as good a woman as I am doesn't mean you should feel threatened.
Ooh. Dun, 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 dun.
Chris, you should see this fucking this like line in my audio where I burst out laughing.
If
Oh,
got
I'm sure I'm going
offended.
to see it.
Oh
What?
my god.
If
I
you
wasn't
got
expecting
offended.
that on the spot theme.
If I ever got offended by stuff, I'd be getting hella offended this episode.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Probably.
I mean, if you're offended by anything I say, please note that I'm using my Fancast persona. I'm usually a very nice, gentle little...
Oh yeah.
I think
See,
we've
I
stayed
know.
pretty much
Bullshit
on
you
topic.
are.
Wouldn't hurt a fly. I only kick dogs on weekends now. I'm trying to fix my issues. I'm working... I recognize my problems, and I am working hard on fixing them. Thank you for your patience. Chris is either masturbating or sighing heavily at the fact that I'm a maniac.
You can always
Or
hear
both.
that moment where Chris just
¿Por qué no los dos?
fucking loses it.
I aim for... Did you fucking... Mary?
What?
It took me a couple seconds to process what you said.
Because you don't speak Spanish?
No, because I was trying to think, like, did she just say something in Spanish? And then I realized you were saying the fucking taco thing. The
Yeah.
taco shell commercial thing. But I think that's a goal in every Fancast where I try to make Chris just, like... Probably, I imagine, put his head in his hands.
At least
and
you
wish
didn't
for the
say,
sweet embrace of
hey,
death.
everybody suck on MaryPat's nipples.
All right. Come on. Really?
No, but you just did.
You're going to bring that up again? God.
Guys, you can Hembo, when you make the compilation, you can go ahead.
Oh
and do that.
yeah. Oh, there's gonna be a. Yep.
Oh, by the way, guys, you
I'm
want to hear
gonna-
you want to be the second thing I'd hear? The second thing I wanted to say that's
What?
really shocking. I forgot it at the beginning, but I looked it up on my phone.
Okay.
Oh, God.
The
Might as
Kardashians
well get it
are
out.
the Kardashians are the only colored women I'd bang in a crapper.
That wasn't even good. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't get it. Is that
What's
like
everybody's
a,
favorite
like a
part of
butt
the company?
joke, or is that like
God,
a toilet joke?
I mean, that's a racist joke, basically, but you want to go ahead and
All
take
right,
it like
Chris,
that.
what's your favorite part of Rooster Teeth? What is your
Please
favorite
go,
part?
please go ahead and bleep that, Chris.
Fucking cocksucker.
Nothing
God.
wrong with being a cocksucker.
I hate you.
I said colored, by the way. I said colored.
It doesn't make it better. Surprisingly,
So
that doesn't
confused.
make it better.
Hey
Marco.
Chris, what's your favorite part of
What do you
Rooster
want me to
Teeth?
say, Benghazi
That's a good
or some
question,
shit?
Mary. Chris, what is your favorite part of Rooster Teeth?
Fuck.
I
Marco,
have one. I have
what's
one.
your
I
favorite
don't
part
know.
of?
You guys, my favorite part of Rooster Teeth as a whole is the community, because I met all my good friends through it.
Dumb. Maybe we'll get
Marco.
a better answer from MaryPat. Mary, what's your
Fucking
favorite part of the
cocksucker.
company?
My favorite part of the company is the lessons that
Every
I've
Jordan
learned.
I've met has had a tiny penis.
There goes my
it runs in the
sincere
blood.
moment.
It runs in the blood. Go ahead, Mary.
I just, I followed Rooster Teeth for a really long time. From the time I was like pre-teen.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. Whoever clapped, fuck you.
I punched I slapped my wall a couple times.
Why?
So fucking angry. Continue.
Anyway, I like that inadvertently I've learned lessons about creativity and creative decisions and doing something for yourself versus doing something for other people, and about how you can be a good person and you can be a strong, like, I don't know, beacon for young people or just representative of a community.
We are a
without being
fantastic
perfect.
beacon for young people.
I'm gonna shove a beacon
What?
up fucking Jordan's ass.
Welcome back to the Salt and Vinegar podcast.
And it'll help
Trying to be
you find
trying to be
Canada
sensitive
in
and
case
kind
you
to my
get
friends,
lost.
trying to be nice about it, and then you fucking pull that shit on me.
Mine's even stupider. Don't worry.
I'm gonna make you
I
fucking
just
feel
I
it.
like that. In my mind, the way you conduct yourself as a professional is a lot like how Rooster Teeth has conducted themselves. I mean, less dick jokes if you're, because I'm gonna be a teacher, so less dick jokes. But
Maybe a little less stick jokes. Yeah.
well, elementary teacher.
Maybe one or two a week. Maybe just one or two a week then.
Maybe
kinda
I should
really
give up
skim it
the elementary school teacher and just go for like higher education, so that I don't have to worry about this finding me.
I mean,
you know,
you can just
in a
censor it.
year.
You can just censor it and send it to the parents. Be like, hey, so this is the thing.
Well, the thing is that
to the
there are chances.
Hey, go ahead and
like,
subscribe, or your kid's getting an F.
there's a good chance that I'm going to run into a parent at some point who knows what Rooster Teeth is, because people who have, people my
I mean,
age have
listen,
kids in elementary school.
Mary, you don't have a very you don't have a very common name. If I look up your fucking name, this podcast is probably gonna come up.
Yeah, thanks for putting my last name on the YouTube videos there, Chris. Appreciate
You're welcome.
I don't
'Cause
care.
really, when you
There's
Google my
100
name,
fucking
only
Marco
like
Lunas
five
just in
things
California trying to
five
find
things
me.
come up.
It's okay. There's an author named
Marco!
Jordan Savage. So I'm good.
Dude,
I'm
you
good
have
to
a
go.
fucking incredible last name.
Yeah, I was blessed.
Yeah, except
I
not
thank
with
God
a
every
not with a
day.
big dick,
Hashtag.
unfortunately.
Hey,
Drake.
Savage doesn't mean just nothing. All right.
Dude, anybody call you Macho Man?
How are your brothers, Ben?
I call myself Macho
and-
Man when I pick up chicks.
Wow.
I'm like,
so
hey,
you don't
ladies,
call
what's up?
you don't
It's
call yourself Macho
Man
Man. You don't call yourself that often, then.
No, not at all. In fact, I've never ever said that.
You know, I wasn't
It's just
shitting
what
on
I
you.
would
So
say.
I wasn't shitting on you that bad, like I do everybody that comes in for the first time. But now I'm gonna do it because you fucking made me angry.
That's that's okay. I guess this is a war
Uh-oh.
from now on with me and Marco.
I mean, listen, it's only a war as long as this podcast lasts, because I'm never gonna see you
Nope.
again after it.
That's okay.
Hey,
Jordan.
okay, so Mary, I just googled your name. The podcast doesn't come up until the second page, and even
Oh,
then,
thank
it's not
God.
the video; it's the RSS feed website.
Oh, thank God.
Boom.
What does come up when you Google my name?
A lot of
lots-
porn.
Just a bunch of
apparently.
porn stars. Yeah.
A lot of no.
Fuck you guys! Jesus, I'm getting shit upon
Something
in
about
this
a St.
podcast.
Andrew's cross. I don't know, shit like that. It says it's an eBay article for a used St. Andrew's cross. So, the seller is called MaryPat Sill.
Is that
So-
legit? I don't know if he's joking or not.
No, he's fucking.
He's joking.
There's-
I'm
there's
looking at the
apparently
results right
there's a
now.
I would
fucking
never
150
sell my
bids,
St.
holy
Andrew's
shit.
cross. Are you kidding me?
A lot of people are requesting that it not be cleaned. I don't know what
Oh,
that means.
and
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and put my bid in right
Jordan!
now.
Jordan! What's
There
your
goes the bid.
favorite part of Rooster Teeth?
James Willems. That's my favorite part
Oh.
of Rooster Teeth.
Yeah,
What part of
he's
him?
pretty cool.
His
My
cats.
my
His
true
cats are
favorite
very
part is
refined.
Peak. I'm a
Oh,
big Peak
my
fan.
God.
God,
When I
those
met
pigs.
James last year at PAX Prime,
Absolutely
uh,
flawless.
he didn't say a word. He just kind of stood there. You know that derp face that he puts on?
Yeah, that one.
Right when I mentioned that I hadn't
His
seen
normal
anything
face?
from them yet, he just put that face on and stared at me.
That's incredible. What the
And I was
fuck?
like, I know none of you guys except for Adam Kovic. And then
He
just put
stared
that
at
face
you
on.
like he just
Yeah.
stared at you with that face.
Yep.
I feel like I
That's so
know
Did you take a
the
picture with him while he was
guys
doing
from
it?
Funhouse too
No.
much.
No, okay, I guess I should tell the story of this. I was at PAX Prime in 2014, and I was looking for Ray because he wasn't at the booth, but he was scheduled to be there. So I was just walking around the floor, and I saw Machinima's booth.
Find your own Ray.
And I look over to the Machinima booth, and Ray's there delivering food to Adam, Lawrence, Bruce, and James.
What a bitch.
Yeah, and so I take a picture with Ray, and then, he goes about his business. And
Here's
I
your
go
food,
up to
sir.
Adam. I go up to Adam because he's the only one I recognize. And I say, hey, I'm a huge fan of you, Adam, because I've seen him in a lot of other stuff. Like, he was in The Gauntlet.
Oh, and James
like,
was
hey,
insulted.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know who any of you guys are. I don't know your channel or anything. Adam's awesome.
I think they mentioned you, dude.
Did they?
I think they, recently I watched a video where they were saying that, where they came up to someone and was like, yeah, I'm a huge fan of you, and I don't know who you guys are. I don't know. I might be going crazy. I
Uh-oh.
could have sworn that's something I heard. I
Even
could
this
have
was the
sworn that's
debate
something
I had
heard.
with myself at the time. I was like, I probably shouldn't do this, but I did it anyways. And they
I'm,
were cool about it.
positive
They
I
just
heard it.
said, "Oh, we're Inside Gaming," and then I watched their videos that night at the hotel, and I was like, "Awesome." Went back and met them
Yeah.
the next day.
I'm positive this came up somewhere. I don't know where, but I swear I heard this recently.
Well, if you can, put it in the.
I hope
link,
I'm
though, 'cause
I hope
would
I'm
love to see
I hope
that.
I'm right. I might look for it. Just one of the recent, at least the last month of Funhouse videos. It came up at some point.
Hello?
Damn, that's cool though.
Am I escape call?
I can't imagine being there though. Like you guys are on YouTube, you make this whole thing. Sitting there is one of them, and just have this guy come up. Oh hey, I know you. I don't know who the fuck the rest of you losers are, but I know this guy.
I didn't say fucking losers, but it could have been me.
I mean, that's in general that's what you were
Yeah.
interpreted as.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad they know me now.
Oh, God. Go ahead and just start messaging them constantly.
Okay.
Messaging who?
God damn it.
Probably Joel. I talk to Joel a lot on Twitter.
Joel is my spirit animal human.
The first thing I tweeted them was when they were
Oh!
moving into the new place. Like, oh, we're doing, I think, the office tour. We just uploaded the office tour, stuff like that, something like that. And I'm like, oh, has anybody tried to have a tour for themselves
Find
yet?
you.
Try to get a personal tour? And he tweeted me back saying, yeah, a squirrel just climbed in through the roof.
Okay, Chris, say what your
funny.
favorite part of Rooster Teeth is, but then I have a question.
Oh,
to
Chris
ask.
hung himself. He's dead.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know, probably Achievement Hunter.
Didn't know you could talk
That's
with a broken
fair.
neck.
It's either
fair.
Achievement Hunter or the podcasts.
Okay, my question is, and this is actually a question I was going to ask on Open House, but whatever. If you could describe yourself as a combination of 2 or 3 people from Rooster Teeth, like sense of humor or looks or whatever.
Probably Ray, Chris, and Carrie.
You look like Carrie?
No, because I'm like really like I don't really. I mean,
Small dick.
When I'm on the podcast, I feel very comfortable. That's why I'm such an open mouth guy. But when I'm in other positions, I'm like I feel like Carrie. I feel like this really like hey everybody kind of thing. Like
Jordan,
Okay.
please
Really
tell me you heard that.
meek and shy about it.
I did hear that.
All right, thank you.
What?
We'll have a laugh about it when it comes up.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah,
What-
Marco,
what'd you hear?
You'll hear it when it comes out.
Yeah, you'll hear it
Oh
when
my
it comes
god.
out.
I don't know what that is. Dude,
What about you,
I can't
Mary?
wait to hear my fart.
I'm gonna
Mary,
make
if
sure
you
that
Mary, if you
I'm
could-
gonna
if
make
you could
sure
put
that
any
fart
three
is in
Rooster
dead
Teeth members
silence.
together.
And what? Yeah, please do that. Yeah, please kill everybody's audio for me, and then like immediately put it back up for the laughter. I wanna get a big ego when I listen to it. I want my headphones
and-
to break because my head got so big.
And then you'll get to this point, and it'll knock you back down a peg.
Yeah, there you go. Be humble, you stupid son of a bitch. This is a message to future me listening to this tomorrow or whenever. Stop being such a fucking asshole. Take a fucking chill pill. Enjoy life, ass. There, you just got to taste
So-
my inner self-loathing, you guys. There you go.
Mary, who are you a combination of?
Joel Rubin, Jack Batillo, and Matt Bragg.
Wow. Not going for spotlight at all with that one.
Wow.
Mary, please. You're a beautiful woman.
You pick 2 people who are not on camera all that much.
What are you talking
That's
about?
why I said
Joel Rubin's on it constantly. He always
Listen,
like, pokes
I
his
watched
annoying
for
face
like
and stuff.
no, it was from 11 to 2, so 3 hours of Joel and Dana singing live to
Oh my God.
The Sound of Music at
Yeah.
the Hollywood Graveyard thing. I enjoyed every second of it. They were like
Hollywood
filming the
Graveyard,
screen
huh?
and they were singing. It was amazing.
I love Joel Rubin. That's just, yeah. That's all I had
My
to say.
favorite thing was that one. They brought it
like
up
a
twice. Once
whimsical
in an
ferryman.
episode of like YouTube comments, I think, and then once in a at the panel at the at the Funhouse panel they had at RTX, where it's like, hey,
How
who's
gay
the
is
gay
that?
skinny elf
Gay.
looking dude in the back?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
James on
speaking
cue
of-
goes, "Don't say that about the mic stand."
I thought
That's
that
that's Mike
as far
Stand.
as panels go, oops.
Are you fucking serious?
Dun, dun,
Sorry.
dun.
Sorry, my mom left a voicemail because
I thought it was Jordan. I was about ready to yell. Never mind, Perry. You're fine. I was gonna yell at Jordan if it was him.
Did you call me Perry?
I meant to say Mary Pat.
Am I
It
a
came out Perry
platypus
Matt.
or am I
Perry
a
Matt.
Perry
sarcastic doctor? Anyway, I thought that Funhouse had a really good panel at RTX because I feel like they, because a lot of panels, they have a couple things to show, but then it's like 40 minutes or 30 minutes of people asking questions, and that can get weird.
Yeah.
And I thought they handled the little bit of weird they got really well.
Well,
but
yeah,
then
they got
had,
the
like,
fucking questions from YouTube, the comments. They had them read the fucking comments themselves. So
exactly, and they had
They
a
did
PowerPoint
Dude Soup.
presentation.
They did
had
Dude
a
Soup at
video.
RTX, didn't they?
Well, yeah, but
And
they
then
did
they
a
had
panel
the gameplay
too.
panel.
The gameplay panel. Yeah, but they also had a separate panel where it was just the comments thing, or was
Oh,
the gameplay
okay.
panel the same one?
It was just the Funhouse panel.
Yeah,
Okay.
Funhouse panel, Funhouse Live.
Funhouse.
Yeah, they released it
Funhouse.
because it wasn't even streamed because I guess there was
Yeah,
problems.
they fucked it up. I was so angry.
Yeah.
I was looking for it while I was on the live streams. I'm like, where is it? I can't find it.
Well, because it was like first thing in the morning. I was
Yeah.
like jiving for it, and I was like, fuck. So I watched like a Community Hunter panel instead, which I would have ended up watching anyway, but I just ended up watching it sooner.
I always when I watch the
The
Achievement
fuck
Hunter
is that
panel,
noise?
it's probably somebody scratching their ass. I don't know, but whenever I watch the Achievement Hunter
Someone's got a
panel,
dry
I
ass.
always have my button on the mute button. Like I always have my clicker on the mute button. So it's just like the second I hear something I don't like, I'm clicking mute. I'm muting it and then I'm skipping the person. That's what I'm doing. That's what I do. I
Oh.
sat at my computer. I'm like, I will do it. I will mute this fucking thing.
Oh,
Do we get muted if we bring up the Minecraft or the Minecon panel that Jeff and Matt
God,
did.
that was fucking something. I wanted to.
That
That's
was weird.
See, Mary, that's what I interpret when somebody says, "Oh, it's so awkward." I have to pause the video. That's what I had to
Yeah.
pause and like shake
No,
my
that
head
was
at.
just like watching humanity at its like weirdest. Like
Lowest.
you know how babies look like aliens?
Wait,
Well,
so
it's
you
like-
get more awkward? You get more awkward and weirded out
like when
and stuff
adults
at
become
social
aliens
disorder,
and
and not
children
at that
become
guy that came
aliens.
up, the Kappa guy, and the other guy who was like
Well-
promoting his game.
But I didn't think he was so bad. Like he was just weird.
His voice was
Weird
the only.
dude.
His voice was the only thing that annoyed me. Really, had he just been a normal sounding person, I wouldn't have been so like ugh. But
Well, that guy started a
So you're
trend because
racist
at
against not normal
TwitchCon
sounding
there
people.
was a DJ, and this guy ran up on stage and stole the mic from the DJ and said Kappa Kappa 123 Kappa Kappa 123, and the DJ just looked at him, and everybody who was at the event just looked at him, and the guy just kind
could
of walked
it
off
could
stage.
it have been the Kappa guy, like the actual guy that was?
It wasn't the
picture
same
of?
guy. It wasn't the same guy. But I just saw it on r/cringe, and I was like, oh my god.
I forget what the
Better not
guy.
be
I
a
forget.
thing.
I forget what the actual the dude's name is. I think it's his last name is actually Kappa. I
Seymour
don't know.
Butts.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, does anybody know a Ben Dover? I'm looking for a Ben Dover.
I gotta bend over.
You might want to bleep this out. But during the Simpsons crossover episode, there was a scene where Stewie and Bart wanted to make. Where Bart was teaching Stewie how to make prank calls, and he was just doing the typical like, "Hey, is there a whatever there?" And Stewie wants to try, and I'm not going to say the actual thing that he says, but it's horrifying.
Yeah, I was hoping you weren't gonna say that.
Stewie was not good at the crank calls. He's
Very
not-
funny moment though.
Very funny. Was not nice.
I want to
though.
hear it. Chris
Hey,
can
Mo.
bleep it.
He calls and he's like, "Is this Mo?" And Mo's like, "Yeah." He's like,
Jesus.
Duh. That's
he says
awful.
that. That's what
Oh,
he fucking
God.
says. And then he's like, "Oh, how was that?"
It was just really, really weird to hear that in a Simpsons episode, and that's why it was hilarious to me.
Yeah. Fucking
Uh.
Family Guy and shit.
Did you, Jordan? Did you watch the post show with the like the Back to the Future one?
Yep, that
Yeah.
from this previous week. Yep.
Yeah. Did you hear Barbara's your mom joke?
What?
I try to block out Punkelman.
They should.
Oh, it was okay. So the guys were. It was Bernie, Gus, Gavin. They were starting to talk about like space and
Some
shit.
some stars or something.
The final
like-
Frontier?
It was about like a cluster of something covering a star, covering a planet or something, and they're trying to figure out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like getting into the serious, science talk.
Man, I'm glad somebody
And,
paid sponsorship for that.
yeah.
And they said something about, is Jupiter heavier than or has more mass than the asteroid belt? And then Barbara makes a
no.
joke, but still less than your mom. And it was like 2:00 in the morning when I was watching that, and I couldn't stop laughing, and so I laughed so hard I ended up tweeting her, and she tweeted back and asked me for a timestamp, and I told her, but it was just like because she didn't talk very much during the post show because I mean I guess she didn't really have much to say about stars and planets and shit.
She's
I'm
she's
surprised
really
she
quiet
doesn't-
when they get into
I'm
science.
surprised she doesn't say anything.
Well, she just want to
doesn't-
make an ass out of herself.
Guys, I'm
Yeah.
surprised she doesn't have an opinion on stars because she's as bright as one.
Okay.
There you go, Barbara. There's my compliment to you. There's my. I'm gonna add that.
Listen,
Go ahead and add that audio clip to
Barbara's
the shrine
cool.
I have of everyone at Rooster
I
Teeth.
really like Barbara.
Somebody call him bro and tell him that we got a new montage. He can call it lunacy. Like, you know how they
Hey,
have the...
that's a great idea. I was gonna say lunatic
Oh.
moments.
Chris,
Lunatic. Get
I
it?
thought you were
Lunatic
making
moments.
a podcast intro,
What's up?
like featuring voice clips.
Yeah, I'm in the process of doing that.
Okay.
And then like
Any
have it
spoilers?
be
Yeah.
no, make like a little music intro of me like saying stuff, and then like the background like the background vocals are just gonna be like Mary saying Marco Luna like that, just like constantly.
Yeah, that was back when I liked you.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
That I wanted to be your
Fuck.
hype man.
Man, so this has been a great podcast. Thanks for the send-off, you guys.
Yeah.
Lovely. Jesus, I'm not welcome here anymore.
Tune in
No,
next
we're
week to
cool.
find out who we replace Marco with.
Not gonna be fucking Jordan because he doesn't have a big enough dick.
Ooh.
Bigger than yours. I
mean-
mean,
Listen,
Ooh.
Jordan, are you Hispanic by any chance?
he's Canadian.
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
That's terrible.
How do you spell your name?
Georg.
A-C...
Clem, yeah. Remember when Jeff Dunham was like really, really
Funny?
popular?
Yeah,
Remember
I
when he
fucking
was
love
funny?
Jeff Dunham.
Well,
Hey,
no,
how
I
about
look
you
back
shut
on
your
him now and I'm
fucking
like,
mouth,
he's
MaryPat?
not funny.
Yeah,
He's
no.
not
No,
funny
Peanut
You know who
is
I-
one of the funniest things that have ever existed.
You know who I wanted to fucking, like, I hated myself so much? Because I remember when I would watch Tosh.0
Jeff
when I was
Foxworthy?
younger. Tosh.0, I would watch that shit constantly, like, oh, it's so funny. And then, like, I didn't watch it, and I watched, like, one of his stand-up acts that he did early on when Tosh.0 got popular. And I
He's
watched it,
racy.
like, 2 years later, and I'm like, I want to punch this guy in the face.
Yeah,
He had
he's a
one
bit-
really good joke about picketers where he was pretending to hold a sign with his microphone.
Yeah.
And he goes, "That doesn't look like picketing to me." And he pretended like he was stroking like a black penis.
I thought the funny joke only funny
Black.
joke is when he's talking about
Specifically.
when people ask you, like, if you have a cast and somebody asks you how you break your leg, and he just
Oh.
used that really weird voice, like, how'd you break your leg?
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty funny. Because people always ask that when you have a cast. It's true.
Do you remember
Yeah.
Dimitri Martin?
God,
Oh my
no.
God.
I want
He
to
has a
I want to
new
wipe
special.
that guy. No, I want to
He
wipe that
does?
guy from my memory.
Yeah, on Netflix.
No,
I'm not
he's
thinking-
hilarious.
I didn't think he was
if
that
you
funny.
think Bo Burnham is funny, you're gonna think Dimitri Martin is funny.
Bo
Exactly.
Burnham was really funny,
Same.
but I did
Comedians,
not.
they're like
I did not go
weird-
crazy over Dimitri Martin. I think his show really just turned me off to his whole, like, comedy. But I'm sure if I saw stand up, it'd be funnier. But his show
Yeah,
that
Jordan,
he had, I did
I'm
not
voting
enjoy.
to keep you.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, he just came out with a new special.
Jeff
on
Dunham's
Netflix.
show ate shit though. When he got, like, super duper popular, he was at his peak. His show took a fucking
Fuck,
dump
I
on his
forgot
career.
that thing existed.
Yeah, that show was
You know
fucking
who else had a
awful.
show? Russell Peters.
Oh,
That was
God.
also shit. I thought Russell Peters was really funny. I really liked how he like broke down barriers about race and gender and all that sort of stuff. I dig that. But he like did some specials and then he had like a show for a while and I was like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
you suck dick, man.
That happens to a lot of
Dick it
people.
sucking dick, man.
That happens to a lot of people, but my favorite comic is Louis C.K. I know
Right,
I'm
yeah.
typical white
Yeah,
guy,
me
but
too.
Louis C.K. is
Listen.
hilarious.
He's funny,
Louis CK
but I
and my
feel
other
now
favorite
that he's been
comedian is
built
Kathy
up so
Griffin.
much. He's a funny guy, but I feel he's been built up so much that I'm just like, I can't watch him anymore because now I feel like I'm just like, I don't know.
But I think you'd like him though.
you a
because-
hipster?
I do. I like him. I think he's funny, but
Okay,
I feel
but
like
he's
been
a
built up a lot,
self-deprecator,
and I
like you
can't watch
are.
that anymore. I can't watch just because I'm like, I feel. I don't know. I feel like I have to laugh now. You know, it's like that. It's not because
No,
he's
I
popular.
don't. I
it's 'cause
don't
have
laugh
to.
when I watch him. I feel really uncomfortable, and then like halfway through a show, I start to like, you know when you're sad for a while, and then you have to get happy because it's the only thing left for you to do.
No, I'm gonna sound like a douche saying this, but you know who I miss? Dave Chappelle.
No.
I miss Dave Chappelle.
You don't sound like a douche at all.
Where is he?
Really, I feel like it's gonna.
Is he an
Yeah.
actor still?
I feel like it's gonna make me sound like, oh, Dave Chappelle was funny because he's like oldie, OG comedian from like the 90s.
The thing
and
about
shit.
him was he got stuck in his contract with Comedy Central,
yeah,
and they
You're
started really coming down hard on him to push episodes like one after another. And he
Chappelle
wanted to
show
spend
was
time
funny,
with
but
his
his
kids,
stand-up
so
was just funny.
he packed up his kids and he just moved to Africa, and he came back last
Did he
year.
really?
and was on, yeah, he was on the Tonight
Did that
Show with
actually
Jimmy Fallon
fucking
last
happen?
year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he
I
just
didn't
moved to
fucking know
Africa.
that.
Yeah,
I didn't
he just
fucking
up
know
and
that.
left. Legit
Are you
story.
serious? I didn't know
You know
this.
who I
That's
really
pretty
miss?
incredible.
Who also left the country unexpectedly?
Oh.
Me?
Edward Snowden.
I don't miss Edward Snowden. I think he's a cool guy. It took a lot of balls to do what he did, but I'm just like, listen, bro.
It was a joke. I don't want to talk about politics, Marco.
I mean, I don't want to talk about you, Mary, but
Trudeau, though, you love to talk about Justin Trudeau.
Who the fuck is
Right?
Justin Trudeau?
He's our new guy.
You're an
He's
idiot,
our
Marco.
prime
Oh,
minister.
the guy that I was jacking off over last night. No, well, I don't know his name.
he's like movie star, good looking, and it bothers me.
I don't put a name to a face. Sorry, just.
I think you have.
I don't want to get emotionally
unclean to
invested
run
in
a
him, just
country.
physically.
He's the Han Solo of Canadian politics.
Can you
Right?
hook me up with his number, Jordan? You know, you Canadian
Damn.
people, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, I know. There's only 7 of us up here, so I could probably do that.
Oh, hey, how's Toby?
Oh, dude, Toby died like a couple months
you
ago.
fucking serious?
He was ice fishing and
I could have sworn I was just
Fell
talking
right
to him
through.
yesterday.
no, fell right through. He was
That's
being
his
chased by a
sister.
polar bear
No one's getting this
Tobina.
because I have a friend named Toby who lives in Canada.
in Canada.
In
You're
Canada.
gonna
I was about to say Canada.
God
I
damn
was
it.
gonna say Canada.
You're such an idiot.
Canada.
Macaluda!
Oh, I love you, Mary.
We gotta be coming up on time, right? I mean,
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
just
listen.
bullshitting at this point.
Jordan wants to wrap this up because I offended him with my Canada thing.
Yeah, I'm super offended.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, go get
There's a
your
movie
fucking.
you should watch if you're
Take
proud
a
of
chill
your
pill,
country,
man.
of
Get a nice
Canada.
mug of maple syrup and shut the fuck up.
Hey, that's what our teachers used to tell us. So.
Are you serious? Jesus, that's amazing.
No.
It's hardcore gangsta in Canada.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, sit your ass down, eh?
I'm sorry, I'm
Gretzky,
sorry,
eh?
everyone who's listening in Canada, but thank you for listening, Chris. would you
How's
like to
she
take it from
going, eh?
Oh, I was excited.
I love Canada. I've never heard anything about Canada that I went, oh, fuck those guys.
here?
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
we're
even a
just
big
the-
fan of moose. Wah! Wah.
Oh my god, Mary, I fucking hate you.
He went from loving me to hating me in about 30 seconds.
Moose.
There's another guy in my life who did that as well.
Oh, god damn it.
Mary.
Stop.
Mary.
What? I'm
Mary-
saying it with a
MaryPat,
smile and
everybody,
laughing.
MaryPat.
It's not even a thing. I promise you, it's not even a thing. It's just
It's
I
easy
give
to
my-
make
now.
fun.
my
I'm genuinely worried. Oh my god. Alright, Chris, you can go ahead and cut out all the awkward silences, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like I'm gonna have to this time. I can't let them slide.
This has been a lovely episode.
I think I might be getting bleeped this time.
Nah, you're fine.
Hey, listen, this was awesome.
No.
Thank you guys for having me on here.
Jordan,
Mary,
you were a delight.
You're still
Yeah,
continuing
Jordan,
your...
you are like legitimately. You're my favorite Canadian that we've had on this podcast.
Oh,
Whoa.
get fucking shit on, Peter, you piece of shit.
I don't want to be in some sort of fight here.
Well, I mean,
Listen, I
Peter
mean,
You're
did
my
kind
Peter,
favorite
you can take
civilized Canadian.
Peter
How many
did
Canadians
kind
have
of
we had?
lose his
We've had
cool
two,
last
right?
week.
Yes, but Peter's like from Saskatchewan or
What the excuse me? You're calling him Sasquatch?
No, Saskatchewan is a place where
Oh, I thought it was Bigfoot.
4 or 5 people live. It's not very big. Mostly farms.
well, it takes up a lot
Oh.
of room.
Do people call your
it
dicks a
definitely
Sasquatch?
just takes up. It just takes up a lot of room in Canada. We just kind of throw
Jordan-
everything we don't need over there.
Jordan, do people call your penis Saskatchewan?
Because it's a lot of unnecessary space. That's why.
There you go.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad we had another
It gets
female on
crop.
the podcast.
It gets crop dusted a little bit.
Mary, I think we might replace you with Jordan as female of the podcast.
Does he actually? I'm not.
Yeah, it's sort of hard. If this is the first podcast you're listening to, you're kind of wondering if Marco is like hardcore sexist. Marco, are you
He
Donald
is.
Trump?
There's your answer. He is.
It's because he
I
hasn't
mean-
gotten laid, so he's
I mean,
like
I'm dating a guy,
anti-pussy.
so listen. I mean, I might be.
There's a Funhouse
yeah.
video that came out. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. It's coming out, but it's a legendary gameplay.
You're
Oh
talking
my
to
God.
us from the
Tomorrow.
future?
They are so misogynist in it, and I couldn't help but laugh.
Oh,
but
I
felt
saw
bad
that.
about laughing.
No.
Oh my
There was nothing
God.
misogynistic about that, because everything they said, it was very sarcastic, and they used like different voices.
It was, and it was
There's
through the eyes of
nothing-
the
yeah.
character.
I swear, I
But
remember we were
it
trying to
was
end this
still,
podcast
like,
2 minutes ago.
Whoa, very, very borderline.
Yeah, there was a point at which I went, Jesus, because at
Yeah.
some point the like scene stops, like the gameplay stops, and it's something else, and Bruce keeps going,
Yeah.
and then James keeps going, and I was like, whoa, guys, good thing I love you.
Yeah. Very
This
funny.
come out
And
tomorrow
good thing
for,
I don't really
for
care.
us plebs, because I want to watch that. Sounds
It should be out tomorrow. If it's not already up, it's a legendary.
Because today
gameplay.
they came out with it's like test podcast and movie podcast.
Oh
I was
yeah, the
listening to it
movie
before.
podcast. Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
swear,
should be out
I
tomorrow.
really think they should call it Fun Theater or something like that. Or I'm sorry, Film House.
Film house.
It should be something
Talk about
something
beating a dead horse.
like getting a blowjob in a dark theater house.
Thanks everybody for listening. Great time this week. Say goodbye to Mary. Just kidding. Say goodbye to me.
I think the only person we're actually saying goodbye
Chris.
to is
Please,
Jordan.
Me? Ow.
Chris, what the fuck are you doing?
Just
Okay, Chris is
sighing
dead.
and
So I'm
shaking
showrunner
my
now.
head at you.
I own everything. I am. Give me the password for the.
Marco, you shut your mouth.
Chris, I swear,
All
I
hugs and
sent you
kisses
that
here.
news with good intentions.
And fully clothed dry humping.
What?
I didn't. That, you just came out of
Kisses and
nowhere with that.
hugs
Please
here.
enhance Mary's audio when she says that.
Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna figure out what she said.
Send it to me so I can have it as a ringtone.
All right. Well, we got creepy.
I don't know if I'm on board with that.
It doesn't matter.
Nobody wants my voice coming out of their phone. Even
doesn't.
people who call me.
It's out of your
Goodbye,
control
everyone.
at this point. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good day and night.
Yeah,
whatever.
might as well wrap this up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we're doing it for you.
See you next week. Bye.
Thank you, Jordan.
Give us feedback. Feedback, please.
Yes, please.
Please, sir.
Tell me how much of a piece of shit I am. It makes me happy in the pants.
Jesus Christ.
See, now they're never
And with
gonna
that-
do it.
And
All
with
right. Good night, you guys.
See
Peace,
ya.
players.